and here I come with day 6 on the Mindset March challenge, and I am still on time. Here it's 11:30 before midnight, so I am still making it. Just saw that it's time to wake up in South Korea, so if you see this, good morning, and it's a beautiful afternoon in New York. So if you see this, happy Sunday to New York. So what are we talking about today? Actually, it is again on how should you pursue your ambitions and goals, and there is a formula that I'm going to talk to you about today, and it is the BE.DO.HAVE formula. And I don't know, but maybe you have already thought, didn't we do this, something like this? We did, and I am falling a little bit, or I'm taking back a step on this first episode that I did, because I thought there could be something that could be interesting for you, and maybe I can even exemplify this with a great story. And if you're liking horses, this is your show today, because I am explaining this on horsemanship, équitation, as we say here in French-speaking Switzerland. So in this Mindset Challenge, I'm showing you every day what I've learned from Bob Proctor, and the BE.DO.HAVE formula is, I would say, really the ground basic idea. And I think you cannot stress it enough. The way you think results in the success at the end. And so better think in the right way and do everything the right way, so you will also have the desired goals. And so let us jump just right in. I will explain, so results driven versus thoughts driven, and coming back to episode number 1 from last Tuesday. This is the thinking, this is the circle when you start with thinking in the goal, what you would like to have, put the result on top, and at the end you are thinking how you can pursue it, and you're getting kind of in the action mode, and you're wondering why I'm not getting the results that I want. And to show you, this is how it should look like if I'm making it a little bit clearer. It's the be, do, and have circle. So it's the do, have, be circle. So this is why I made it new, because this is the way we used to do it, or we normally do it. So we think in the action, then we go towards the results. The thoughts come kind of a little like later, and so the feelings as well. So we do, and so this is not the right approach, or this is not the best approach. It's because you are just a doer, so you're trying to chase your things that you want to do. Like if you want to be in this meeting, you want to have this title, you want to have this thing, and the proposal is, if you want to be in a higher energy, just do it this way. You start with the thought, you be in this thought, and you're doing it with the inspired frequency, and so you will have the results more likely that you are envisioning. And so therefore, this is what I'm talking about today, the BE.DO.HAVE circle. And just remember, there is a frequency and inspired action included. When you are thinking about what you want to do, you have to be in this feeling, in this frequency, to get into the inspired action. And then also between the action and the having and the results, there is a gestation time. So it's not that you can, for the bigger results, normally get this immediately. Of course, this would be too easy. So of course, if we're thinking about getting a bagel from the bakery store, of course, this is not what the goals that we are talking about. We are talking about the big goals and how you can pursue them. And so this is why this BE.DO.HAVE circle is worthy to talk about. And I think you have just seen it as well, so if you can trip a little bit on this and this. So what is really meant by this? And so this is why I prepared a little presentation for today, and I exemplify it with horses. And let me just put this away. So I just smashed my beautiful slide. Here we go into this horse riding example. So BE.DO.HAVE, what does it mean? So I have researched on the net and I found this beautiful article that I wanted to present you. It's not written by Bob Proctor, but it's certainly taking the idea of the BE.DO.HAVE circle. And the author, Tim Hayes, is a horse rider, and he wrote from his example, from his experience, how this BE.DO.HAVE idea changed his relationship to horses and also his success as a horseman. So he writes, it is the formula for achieving success in anything one desires. So he explains it like this, and I thought it was so good, so I just took it. And of course, I'm always referring to Tim. Thank you if you are seeing this. I'm also putting a referral link to your great article, Tim. So B means the manifestation of my desire. Do, I am happy doing it all without expectations of any specific rewards. I love the process. I will clearly know what to do is necessary, required, and right in all my choices and decisions that involve whatever is my passion. You know what, guys? I just saw that my microphone is not so good. So okay, so hopefully you can understand me better now. And if you have any comment, of course, let me know. And hopefully this was all still clear, but there is a lot of text included. So I simply love the process, and I study, practice, give more time, ask for help, take risks, pay my dues, push my comfort zone, consider others. And so this is you see, a little bit different than, okay, I have to do this, I have to achieve this. It is not so much, it's that you are more in the feeling of doing the things that are right. And have, at the end, the result means you only then I will create the possibility to have my desire manifested effortlessly and with joy. And so this is what is meant with the BE.DO.HAVE idea. And so you are in a higher frequency, you have a more effortlessly way and joyful way to achieve your goal. So what is then the other way around? So Tim writes it very nicely. So before, he says, I worked with horses like many people. I practiced the do, have, be. My concept of success was to have an impressive sounding title like vice president, a large amount of money and possessions, to win awards and to be well known. The problem with this method is the heavy focus it puts on results. What I have becomes more important than what or who I am. with this formula, to be successful means having to achieve either certain amounts of money, recognitions, or reward. This causes me to do everything I need to help me to have these things. The problem is, although some things are necessary, required, and right, some things are not. My goals become more important than me and my principles. So what does it mean now with this example towards, the horsemanship? And I will also show you in the next slide what horsemanship stands for, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise. Natural horsemanship teaches me to put my relationship with my horse before any goal or purpose I have for my horse. It teaches me to never sacrifice my principles in order to achieve my goals. So never sacrifice my principles in order to achieve my goals. To be successful with horses in any discipline, dressage, trail riding, jumping, or whatever, I first have to know horses, how they think, how they feel, what is important to them, and what they are trying to tell me from their behavior. And when I'm chasing my goals, busy doing everything I think I must do to achieve them, I can sometimes become more a human doing instead of a human being. Being in a relationship with a human doing is not fun. When someone cares more about their goals and using me to achieve them, it doesn't feel good. Horses are like humans. If they think they're in life only to ride them, dressage them, or race them, it doesn't feel good, and it's no fun for them either. So you see where I would like to go. So this is the idea of this presentation here, to put you into the sensitivity of becoming more a human being than a human doing, because at the end the idea is to be here, to start with your thought, be in the feeling, and then do the action with an inspired action, and then have the results more effortlessly. And of course, get the time it needs, but then also have maybe a higher results. And also, we have been talking about big goals this beginning of the week. So therefore, also your energy and your possibilities to achieve these big goals are much higher. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you today, and wishing you a great start into the new week. So what is it you would like to do? Is it results driven or is it thought driven? If you are managing people, think of this article. I think it's so deep. When are you really understanding that people, or are you just pushing them to do something? And is the result at the end really the result you want? And maybe the people feel it because they don't want to be just used like this, and they want to make them part of the entire journey and also understand them. And I think this is also a great article for all managers. So hopefully you go into the next week with this sense of human being, and so with the be, do, and have attitude. And so much going on these days, right? So we're just coming from one crisis, and so there are new crises coming. It seems so much, but you know what? I think it's not going to be less. It's going to be that messy and that chaotic. There's so much change coming from the outside. The only thing to deal with that is to be rooted within yourself and to have the mindset to be, towards your goals, your ambitions, and your purpose. And so I would like to invite you for the next week as well to follow my daily little live video where I am remembering what Bob Proctor taught me and is teaching us still every day. And I think it is just the beginning. He left really an absolute astounding compendium and perspective of how you can live your life and achieve the life that you really want. And so I think this is worth to talk about this every day a little bit in March, and I would like to invite you to join me and also let me know what you think of this if you have any questions. I would also like to invite you to a webinar that I am going to hold in a few days. The idea is to share with you more in a compounded form what I learned from Bob Proctor, and to share with you also how you can define your life goals and what is the goal to pursue. And I'm happy to guide you here and ask you some questions that can put you on the right track in this regard. And just wanted to also say, remember that trying harder is not necessarily the solution for achieving more, and that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, and it's your worthy ideal, your goal and your purpose. And so this is it for today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and have a great start into the new week. Bye bye.